Hello folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Greg. Today I am bringing my kayak out again to the Macedon Canal Park, and I am ready to do some fishing on the 4th of July. The last time I was here, I had some incredible luck throwing very large baits. We were throwing the 6-inch call shad, and I actually managed to catch 6 fish on it. Now, I'm not expecting a repeat of that. While it will be fantastic, I did bring it along today, of course, along with an array of other baits. I'm anxious to get into the water on this lovely July 4th. So let's get to it. Well, the last time I was here, the fish seemed to be hiding more towards the tall grass. The first time I came here in May, they were actually just hanging right along the side of the canal. At least that's where the majority of them were. I guess some of the larger fish were hiding in the shallows, but they were prepping to spawn and they really weren't biting. I lucked out last time and I must have hit a feeding window. So hopefully we can hit another one of those today. I actually brought a pole with a bass jig on it today, and hopefully going to be using that around the grass as well. So I did not have that with me at all last time because that's usually not part of my canal fishing arsenal. The Erie Canal is an awesome place to fish, but it is not always the best place to use a bass jig because of how many rocks there is. So if you're planning on fishing off the bottom, you got to be prepared to lose a few lures here and there. All right, I am going to start the day off by keeping to the right side for a while and just fishing down the way a bit. We're gonna skip some sections and then try to make our way out to that spot where we were last time with the big fish. It's probably the absolute wrong time of the day to fish that area right now, but hopefully in an hour or two, or it might even be longer than that by the time we make it down there, maybe we'll hit some type of a feeding window. Because I want to say last time when I was down there, it was probably sometime between 3 and 4 o'clock, and right now it's only like 11:15 or so I have no idea what the fish are going to be doing. And again, that was a month ago, right? So it's a month ago. I have no idea what these fish are doing today. So the good news is the water is still fairly murky in this area. Not crazy murky, so it's still got a little bit of visibility, and that is exactly what you need for the Fire Tiger spinnerbait. It's perfect because it's bright enough. They can see it when they hit the water, but they don't know what the heck it is. The water in the canal closer to me has been a lot clearer lately. So the Fire Tiger is starting to wane in its use because the fish can see it. And fish are fairly smart if they can see what's in front of them. If they can't tell what it is in murky water, it's one thing, but when the water is fairly crystal clear, they got a good idea what they're biting into. So honestly, for these conditions, this is more what I'm talking about. Well, I'm seeing a lot more duckweed on the surface too, so that might bring some frogs into play as well. And I'm lucky I did bring the topwater case. So should we need to do that, especially in the area where those big fish were last time, we do have that as an option too. I definitely don't think we're going to be seeing the volumes of fish along the side of the canal that we were seeing earlier in the season, because that's generally how it is. If you want to do canal fishing, right when it opens up to about mid-June, it stays one of the best places to fish in all of New York State, because you're almost guaranteed to be able to get on the fish on the sides of that canal. But right now that we're in early July, it's never a guarantee. What? Something's right there. Whoa. Sorry, bud. I'm sorry. All right, I switched out the bait I had on this fishing rod. I started out with a fairly shallow jerk bait, but if the fish are a little deeper today, I think it's going to be a good idea to have a deeper diving crankbait on there, at least for right now. Oh. Okay. He hit really, really weird. Did not think there was a fish on. Okay. That was the most terrible net job I've done in my entire life. Ugh. Again, it's fish like him I love that smaller net for, but we were after the bigger ones today. And it came right off. Take that. I don't know if we're gonna bother measuring. I don't know if we're gonna bother measuring this guy. I think he's too small. Even if he's a foot, I don't know if I want him part of the total. No, well, at least we got fish number one, right? Fish number one on the crankbait. Okay, that's a good sign. It means there's still fish in the area. I gotta remember to choke up on the net better when I get them like that. I gotta grab up here, not try to do all the way out here. That's stupid. It's when the hoop gets filled up with water, it gets a little bit heavy. It's still one of my favorite nets. It's just a little hard to use from the kayak. But yeah, I gotta remember to choke up a little bit better. Well, I doubt there's another one in the area after all that commotion, but you never know. I don't know what that was. That could have been a limb. Wow. This is that area we were hitting them last time. We got the two over here. Now that's looking like it's going to be frog territory. And like I said, later in the day, that might be what we do. I wish I had brought the frog rod with me. I always seem to never bring it when I actually need it the most. But we will swap out a bait, I think, on the one braided pole for it later in the day. For right now, I don't know what the play is for this stretch. Maybe I will throw the bass jig here. After this spot, I think we're just going to paddle right down to our destination and where we really want to be for the day. There's one. Stay on you. Okay, that one we might measure. All right. Second one on the crankbait. That's definitely over a foot. Hey, you. Okay. All right, that's a better fish, guys. That's a much more decent bass. Much more substantial. Let's get a measurement on this guy. He soaked me real good. Okay. Is he really touching 15? No, he's not. 14. 14 3/4. That one's 14 3/4. All right. Not a bad largemouth. Thank you, buddy. All right. Well, looks like we're going to have to spend a little bit more time on this stretch than I thought we were going to. And gonna keep the crankbait in our hands a little longer as well. The issue with this spot right here is it looks like there's not a ton of space for the fish to go in. Like over where we go in the wide water area, the cattails just keep on going. Here I think it turns into dirt and trees real quick, so there's not much area for them to hide inside of it. But might be enough for a couple of fish. You never know, we may just not get them here. I am still hopeful for up ahead. I'm hopeful it won't all be algae. If it is, we might switch the one pull over to the frog setup a lot sooner and throw a frog at the brush line. Oh, dang it. That was a bite. I doubt it'll hit again, whatever it was. It was probably a rock bass, because it did not feel big. I have not missed a bite on this lure in a long time. I've lost fish that have gotten on, but I haven't missed a bite. Oh boy, here we go. Woo! Yeehaw! Gotta try and take those head on when you can. That hits the side of the kayak. That's no fun. A lot of little fish underneath me right now. There's a lot of fish hiding in here, which means there's got to be some bigger fish down here too that are hunting them. I just haven't seen them yet, which is unusual. Last time I was here, I was seeing fish beneath me fairly often. I just heard something blow up, but you know, it could always be a carp too. You never know. Oh, don't know what that was. That didn't look like a carp. Didn't look big enough. Well, maybe this is the right play. It's the one play that I've got left for this area. I'm hearing things now. I'm hearing the mouths of fish open at the surface. You know that little gulp sound that you hear? I'm starting to just hear it. We're gonna see if I can manage to throw this more than once before it gets covered. It's the wrong type of frog to use for this. This is a poppin' frog, but it's what I got with me. I really should have this on the bait caster. Well, this is certainly more manageable so far. Yeah, it does feel weird throwing it with the spinning rod, but I guess it was probably pretty normal thing to do a number of years ago, right? Oh, something just got hit right there. And then I got hit there. I don't think I got him. Nope, lost him. But I got hit. Okay. All right, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Tell you what I'm gonna do right now. We're bending these hooks out a bit. I had to do this with the other one. I like this frog because it doesn't get tangled up too much. The only issue I've seen with, honestly, with most frogs is that I don't feel the hooks are out enough. I know it's supposed to be weedless, but if you never end up catching a fish, then what's the point, right? There. Now they're bent out a little bit. We're gonna see if it gets caught up. If it gets caught up, I'll bend them back, but ooh, that made a oh gosh, darn it. He missed it. He flipped right out of the water with it and he missed it. Oh goodness. All right, this is still fun. That's still fun. So this is excellent news. The fish are still here. I just have to learn how to catch them. Oh, I am bringing the frog ride with me next time I'm here. I'll tell you that much right now. I think if I was better at frog fishing, guys, I probably could tear this area up. I think I found the play, right? It's like I found what they're doing. It's just one of the parts of fishing that I'm very weak at. I've only ever caught one fish on a frog. But at least we've had a little bit more excitement, right? I mean, if we end up with those 2 bass for the day, little lacking in fish caught, but at least we ended up with some more excitement with the frog fishing. I still have fun when I'm out here tossing a frog. That at least is still fun to me when I get a bite every once in a while. It's that momentary exhilaration that you get, you know? Something just hit to my right. See if he's willing to hit again. Ooh, he did. They hit it. He hit it like twice. I don't think it's a big fish. It looked small. But he went up and nudged it twice. Crap. Man. Guys, they're in here and they're hungry. They just keep missing it. Ooh, oh, 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 he went for it again. He's right there. All right. It's a tough decision, but I'm gonna have to give up on this spot for right now. Hopefully next time I will have some better luck out here at this particular area. I am probably going to throw the frog more, but I want to make sure I'm closer to launch. I'm going to start making my way back because it took me 3 hours to get out here. And honestly, realistically, I got about 2 hours left of fishing. At least that was the original plan. So I'll probably already have to stay out longer, but I'm going to get everything set up for the trip back. And that is going to entail me having a whopper plopper on my one pole. So let me do that, and then I'm gonna get moving. We'll hang out on the other side of the canal. Yeah, if you're a lot better with the frog than I am, and you have a boat, I mean, you guys could park yourself out here for 4 or 5 hours and probably have a field day. It's an awesome spot. I'm just not able to capitalize on it. I need more practice, and I'm gonna get it when we go to Black Creek later on in the summer. Last year I had some crazy experiences there with topwater. Not just with the frogs, but with the whopper plopper too. We caught some absolutely monster pike over there. But got my first and only frog fish on Black Creek last year. Oh, with how the day's been going, if I could get one more fish, at least one more fish to round out the day, then I think I'd be happy. At least I got out on the 4th of July on a perfect day. Honestly, guys, the weather has been fantastic today. The little... Oh, no. Of course, it's when I'm monologuing. All right, hang on. I don't think he's gonna hit it again. That was a fish, though. That was not a limb. No! Oh, okay, they're ready. They're ready. That one wasn't my fault. He grabbed hold of the tail. He came right up to the boat, grabbed hold of the tail, and then he went right back down. No, you don't. You're not getting off that easy. All right. All right. Hey, hey. All right. That guy's not gonna measure. We can get back in the water. Fish number 3, though. Now, as much as I want to fish all of this, because there seems to be some little bass coming out now along the stretch, I need to make some headway to getting back to where we need to be. We can go up and down that one stretch near the launch as many times as necessary in the afternoon. But I gotta put some distance in first here. Alright, I'm going to try a few casts, at least, with something that I've only thrown, I think, once before. This is pretty crazy. This is custom painted. This is a custom painted sunfish lure. The paint job was done by A Bay Lures up in Alexandria Bay. I'm going to be visiting there again this year. Probably pick up at least 1 or 2 more lures. I try to get at least one that's custom made and then one that's at least custom painted. So this thing's pretty cool. I don't know if it's the situation for it. I may only throw it a couple times just to see what it looks like in the water. I think I may go over to the other side because it's a little shallower here. It's about 5:20 in the afternoon. Got just over an hour left of fishing. And that was actually already extending it out a half an hour. Well, you know, actually this thing sunk more than I thought it would. I actually really like how it looks in the water. Oh, buddy, you're too small. Well, a fish hit it. Not the size we were hoping, but a fish hit it. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh my gosh, that is the thinnest smallmouth I've seen in a long time. All right, bud, let's get you in the water. Wow. No wonder he was going after a bluegill like that. Well, guys, you saw it. You saw it here. A-Bay Lures bluegill glide bait caught a smallmouth. Well, that was pretty cool. I've been wanting to catch something on one of his lures for a while. I don't throw them that often because, you know, I'm afraid to lose them. They're works of art. Hey. All right. Oh, buddy. Buddy, you're much too small. Oh, buddy. Ambitious fish. He's a good chunky little fish, though. Go back and get big. Oh. I caught the big one. Oh, jeez. No! Oh, we almost had something last second, guys. Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me? No, oh my gosh. My net was tied down. Now, the only good news is I thought it was a 5-pounder. I thought it was a 5-pounder and it was only like a 1 foot long smallmouth that just fought like a son of a gun. Okay, that is not, it wasn't a bad loss. Well, folks, I think that just about does it for fishing on the 4th of July. We managed 5 fish. So not a tiny number, but not the numbers that we've been putting up here at the Macedon Canal Park launch the past couple times we've been out. The conditions were definitely different today. It was much harder to get on the fish, and when I found them, the only thing that was working was the frog to get a reaction every few casts, and I just was not very good with it. I never have been good with the frog, and it's something that I need to teach myself and something I need to improve on, because I'm missing a lot of fish like that. How many did I miss today? There was a couple where the fish missed the lure. That wasn't my fault, but I think there was at least 2 or 3 where the fish had it and I just didn't set the hook well enough. But at least we got something done. We got 2 okay sized fish. Only the one we measured, the one smallmouth I put back, because I figured, you know, it's the end of the day, might as well just let them go at that point. And we caught 3 smaller ones. So, you know, all in all, we saw some action. We saw some fish out there. We got a fish on the A-Bay Lures sunfish that was custom painted, so I was really excited about that. And I mean, more than anything, it was just a beautiful 4th of July on the water. I could not have asked for a better temperature, and just the weather cooperated perfectly today. Even the wind was a little bit nicer to me, so I do appreciate that, because the wind in western and central New York so far this year has been really crazy. I cannot believe how the wind has been so far. This was honestly the least windy day that I have been out on my kayak all year so far. So I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July as much as I did. Take care, and we'll see you soon.